Baik, selamat pagi kami ucapkan kepada Bapak Ibu hadirin tamu undangan. Kami persilakan memasuki tempat acara, menempati tempat duduk yang telah disiapkan. Saat lagi rangkaian acara akan kita mulai. Bapak Ibu hadirin tamu undangan yang kami hormati, well distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, allow us now to start the agenda for today. Om Swastiastu. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Salam sejahtera untuk kita semua. Shalom, Namo Buddhaya, salam kebajikan. May peace be upon of us all. Your Excellency, representative of ambassador at all embassies, the Consul General, Honorary Consul, consuls, who's present in person and also virtually, Excellency, the Acting Governor of Bali, that is represented by the Regional Secretary of Bali Province, Excellency, the Consular Director of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs of Republic of Indonesia, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. Very good morning and welcome to Bali, especially here at the Bali Governor Office. It is an honor and pride that today we can come together here on the agenda, dissemination on the implementation of foreign tourist levy in Bali Province. Well, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, to commence the events for today, first we invite the Consular Director of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs of Republic of Indonesia, Mr. Simon Sukarno, to deliver a speech. The floor is yours.
Selamat pagi, salam sejahtera bagi kita semua. Om Swastiastu, Namo Buddhaya, salam kebajikan. Yang kami hormati Bapak Indra, Sekretaris Daerah Provinsi Bali, Bapak Gusde, Direktur Operasional BPD Bali, dan Ibu Dayu, Bapak dan Ibu hadirat semuanya, and distinguished delegation from the honorary consuls from different countries attending here in Bali, as well from our friends, the embassies in Jakarta. Good morning, everyone. First of all, I would like to convey the sincere apology from Pak Andi Rahmianto, the Director General for Protocol and Consular Affairs, for not being able to attend this very important meeting. And I would like also to thank and to welcome everybody here in Bali. And allow me to introduce myself, whom everyone maybe not know me. My name is Simon Sukarno. I'm the Director for Consular Affairs from the Ministry of Foreign Affairs in Jakarta. And I'm here representing my Director General for Protocol and Consular Affairs, who I mentioned that he's not able to attend because he has meetings to attend for VVIP flights. So, distinguished friends, ladies and gentlemen, so within the last 2 months, myself and my team have received various questions regarding the implementation of the foreign tourist levy in Bali. And the levy was implemented on the 14th of February 2024 with the amount of 150,000 rupiah. And what do we know so far? That the exemption of the levy is granted for holders of diplomatic and official visas, so crew members on transportation vehicles, holder of temporary stay permit card or KITAS, or permanent stay permit card or KITAP, and holders of family unification visas, holders of student visas, holders of golden visa and holders of other visa who have applied for the levy exemption through the Love Bali system application at least 5 days prior the arrival to Bali. But today we are very fortunate that we will hear directly from the government of Bali on the evaluation of the one-week implementation on the foreign tourist levy and expectation for the further implementation in the future. So I hope that everyone could take this opportunity to raise questions on issues that are still not very clear to you, or on issues that you need more discussions. And Pak Indra, actually yesterday some of my colleagues from the other embassies have been in contact to me that they want to go to Bali, but they cannot get a seat on the flight. So yesterday, all the flights to Bali with every airlines is fully booked. Fully booked. So I have just heard from Pak Indra that they have an international symposium on eye doctor, yeah? So the attendance is 7,000 visitors attending this international occasion. So, but I heard that we have as well hybrid, yeah, Pak. So this is also as well through Zoom. So I hope that everyone can take this opportunity to get more information and explanation from the Bali government. So without further ado, let's start to hear from our colleague in Bali, and I hope we can have a very fruitful discussion, and all of you will get all the information that you are needed to inform to your citizens when they are going to Bali for tourists or for whatever reason. So thank you very much and enjoy the day. Thank you very much.
Well, thank you very much to Mr. Simon for your speech today. Well, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, now we continue the agenda with the speech from the acting governor of Bali that will represented by Regional Secretary of Bali Province, as well as opening the dissemination event today, Bapak Dewa Madi Indra.
Good morning, everybody. Thank you very much for your coming in our office. His Excellency, representatives of foreign countries and international organizations in Republic of Indonesia, honorable guests, Councilor Director, Ministry of Foreign Affairs of the Republic of Indonesia, Mr. Simon Sukarno, my friend, and honored guests. May God Almighty bless you. Ladies and gentlemen, first of all, allow me to invite you to express our thanks to the Almighty God that we can be here in this important event. To the Foreign Affairs Ministry, that is represented by the Director Consular, Bapak Simon Sukarno, and all representatives of foreign countries, we do appreciate your presence to our invitation of disseminating information about foreign tourist levy in Bali, especially to the Foreign Affairs Ministry who keep assisting us on the progress on this foreign tourist levy. Ladies and gentlemen, the purpose of this event is to convey socialization to all representatives of foreign countries and international organizations in the Republic of Indonesia regarding the implementation of foreign tourist levy to Bali. I hope your excellencies will assist us in disseminating information about this new regulation to citizens who wish to engage in tourism activities in Bali. As part of efforts to improve the quality of services and the management of Bali's cultural tourism, starting from February 14, 2024, Bali provincial government will impose a levy of 150,000 Indonesia rupiah per person on a very foreign tourist visiting Bali, applicable for one levy during their stay in Indonesia. The proceeds from foreign tourist levy will be used to A. Protect and promote Balinese culture, including customs, traditions, arts and culture, as well as local wisdom to maintain the spiritual aura of Bali, with the primary focus in 2025 being cultural preservation. B. Protect Balinese natural environment to be clean, beautiful, and sustainable overall, with the primary focus in 2025 being the handling of waste issues. In this opportune moment, we would like to inform you that after months of preparation, coordination, and solid cooperation among various parties, including government bureaucracy, foreign representatives, business actors, banking, and traditional village communities, the levy for foreign tourists was launched on Monday, February 12, and officially implemented on February 14, 2024. The implementation of foreign tourist levy is something very new, first in Bali and even throughout Indonesia. We realize that Bali is currently in the spotlight. Therefore, we continue to make our best efforts, accepting various inputs, suggestions, and criticism after the implementation of the foreign tourist levy for several days. We evaluate these matters and make improvements so that the implementation of the foreign tourist levy can proceed smoothly in the future. Ladies and gentlemen, I highly appreciate the presence of your excellencies. I hope this event can provide space for participants to actively participate in obtaining more information regarding the foreign tourist levy. Those are some of the things I can convey, and hopefully the foreign tourist levy will help preserve Bali's nature, preserve Balinese culture, and also develop Bali as a sustainable tourist destination. Thank you very much and good morning.
Well, thank you very much, Bapak Dewa Made Indra, Regional Secretary of Bali Province, for speed and also upon the dissemination for today. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, now we continue the agenda with the presentation by the Bali Provincial Tourism Office that will be delivered by the Head Division of Tourism Marketing in Bali Government Tourism Office, Ibu Ida Ayu Indah Yustikarini. Will you please?
Thank you very much, Agung Artawan, as the announcer for today. Mohon izin Pak Sekda, Bapak Dewa Made Indra, Pak Direktur Konsuler, Bapak Simon Soekarno, Bapak Direktur Operasional BPD Bali, Your Excellency, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, Om Swastiastu, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Very good morning. Allow me, Ida Ayu Indah Yustikarini, to convey the additional information about the foreign tourist levy in Bali that has just been effective since the 14th February 2024. It is just 1 week more, and we also already done the evaluation and the effort to face the evaluations. And because our regional secretary, Pak Dewa Pak Dewa Made Indra already introduced to you why we implement this kind of levy, the legal basis, the purpose, and the reason. I will not repeat that kind of information. I will just skip to the more technical information, that is how the tourists can pay, and as I said before, the exemptions, because many confusions arise for the exemption and also the evaluations. Slide silahkan mulai dari flowchart pembayaran. So, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, Your Excellency, this is the payment flow through the Love Bali system. We really encourage or suggest the foreign tourists to pay our levy online. They can go through the address of lovebali.baliprof.go.id. Why the address is Love Bali? Because we know if the foreign tourists love Bali, they will pay this levy. So, Your Excellency, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, foreign tourists can access the Love Bali system and then fill only 4 information, so data. Not too much, not too complicated, only 4, your name, and then your passport number, your email, so the Love Bali system can send your QR code to your email, and then your arrival date. You then select the payment method to be used, such as credit card, and then bank transfer, virtual account, or KRIS. Right now, the Bank of Indonesia already have a cooperation with 3 countries, Singapore, Malaysia, and Thailand. And then if the transaction process is successful, the Love Bali system will provide a paid notification and proof payment to the foreign tourists in the form of digital payment receipt, that is QR code or the quick response code to their email. That is why we need your email. And then after that, foreign tourists fly directly to Bali, and then persons on duty will perform checking by scanning their QR code. It can be printed or it can be saved in your gadget or your phone. And then foreign tourists enjoy traveling in Bali. That is a via or by online system. And then the next slide. It is also can pay cash, but only in the international Ngurah Rai Airport. So foreign tourists fly directly to Bali, and then upon arrival at the international arrival terminal of Ngurah Rai Airport, foreign tourists proceed to the payment counter location provided by the BPD Bali. It is near the pick-up zone. And then they can make a payment using payment machine with a credit or debit card or the EDC, electronic data capture. And then if the transaction process is successful, the Love Bali system will provide a paid notification, just the same procedure with the previous slide. And then they will also get a form of digital payment receipt. And then again, persons on duty, our staff of Bali Government Tourism Office will checking by scanning the QR code, and foreign tourists enjoy traveling in Bali. And then payment flow through arrival at Bali Harbor. It's a little bit different method. Foreign tourists arrive in Bali through the harbor, and then foreign tourists enjoy traveling in Bali. We cannot charge all of the passengers in cruise ship. We just charge the ones who disembark from the cruise ship, and then whoever enjoy the tourism activities in Bali. That is why the procedures is a little bit different. And then after the foreign tourists who disembark, return to the cruise ship, then the ship agents register them who already enjoy the tourism activities in Bali, and then they make payments through the Love Bali system. Again, put the 4 informations: name, passport number, email, and date of arrival. And then ship agent does the payment through the Love Bali system. If the transaction process is successful, again, the foreign tourists will get their digital proof notification of payment. Foreign tourists leave Bali. So that's the difference. If you go through the airport, you have to make your levy before you come to Bali. If you go to Bali by cruise ship, you have to pay the levy after you leave Bali. Next slide. And this is exemption for foreign tourist levy. We've got a lot of confusion about these exemptions. As the Director of Consular already informed Your Excellency, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, these exemptions are effective to diplomatic and official visa holders, crew members of transportation vehicles, holders of temporary stay permit card or KITAs, and permanent stay permit card or KITAB, and family unification visa holders, student visa holders, golden visa holders, and holders of the other types of visa, like business, ATBC, the APEC travel business card, or the MICE, meeting incentive convention and exhibition delegation. Per yesterday, we've already got 502 exemptions proposals, application. We give 420 of them and refuse 82 of exemptions application. I will give an additional information. So foreign tourists, as reverts in number 6 and 7, the golden visas and the other visas holders who are exempted from paying the levy should be fill the requirements in the Love Bali system and submit the application. And to get a levy payment exemption, they must submit that through Bali system at least 5 days before they enter the arrival gates in Bali. And as I said before, there is a lot of confusion about this. The number 6, golden visa, we ever get an application for exemption, golden visa, they send us their gold credit card because they think that golden visa holders means that if you have a gold credit card, you will get exempted from that. Meanwhile, what we meant by golden visa is this is a visa for the investors. For the 5 and 10 years, if you invest in Indonesia, $2.5 million US, you can stay in Indonesia for 5 years. And then if you invest $10 million US, you can stay up to 10 years. It is just about perspective, like the number 6 and 9, if you see it from different view, 9 can be 6, 6 can be 9, it's just about view. So, ladies and gentlemen, that is about the exemption. We just have to be very careful and do the filterization to this exemption. And then, next slide. This is the levy exemption of the flowchart. Foreign tourists enter the Love Bali system and then fill the requirements, and us as the leading sector of this foreign tourist levy, the Bali government tourism office as the leading sector of this foreign levy will verify the levy exemption application, maximum 3 days. And then if approved, the Love Bali system will provide notification and send again digital approval in QR code, quick response code, to the email of the foreign tourists. And then you can fly to Bali and foreign tourists enjoy traveling in Bali. And the next, this is the sanction for foreign tourists who do not pay levy. Your Excellency, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, because this is a very new government regulation, we do not want to be rude, we do not want to enforce the law or push the foreign tourists to pay our levy. That is why we just impose administrative sanctions, such as verbal reprimand and recorded in the Love Bali system for the foreign tourist who doesn't pay the levy, and then a written reprimand delivered to the foreign tourists, and they may not getting any service in tourism attractions. This is a very soft and polite section. And next, I think video. Yes, just skip it. We go to the video of foreign tourist levy.
Welcome to Bali, where your journey supports sustainable destinations. Based on our regulations, the Bali provincial government has introduced the foreign tourist levy. Starting from February 14, 2024, every foreign tourist visiting Bali is required to pay a tourist levy before departing from Indonesia. Paying the foreign tourist levy is made easy with the Love Bali application. Please visit lovebali.baliprof.go.id to proceed. Provide your passport number, your name as it appears on your passport, email, and your planned arrival date, and then choose from the available payment methods. The payment can be assisted by others on behalf of the travelers, resulting in a levy voucher as proof that will be sent to the registered email. Ensure the email is valid and active. Present your levy voucher or passport for scanning at available checkpoints. Sincerely thank you for contributing to the preservation of Balinese cultural tourism.
So that is our short video, and the translation in Chinese language is much assisted by the Consulate General of the Peoples of the Republic of China. Thank you very much, Your Excellency, for the translation in Chinese language. And as I said before, because the foreign tourist levy has been effective since the 14th February 2024, we have a lot of critics, complaints and questions about this. And we have summarized it into 6 main points. So the first evaluations, we got a suggestion to add payment counters in domestic arrivals, because people, foreign tourists, can come to Bali, enter Bali through domestic arrivals. So we have a suggestion to also put counters there, and also we should put an international, to put counter in the international departure terminal for the final checking. So for an example, if the foreign tourists come to Bali and they haven't paid any levy during their stay in Bali, so when they leave Bali, we can do the final checking at the departure terminal of Ngurah Rai Airport. And then the second, empowering the tourist police of Bali government, or polisi Pamong Praja Khusus Pariwisata. So we will ask our colleagues to send their tourism police of Bali government to also help us to educate the foreign tourists about this levy. And then the third, education, put more signs about the location of the counter payment in the airport, and then improve the online service, especially the speed of the payment access. And 5, the requirements to ease the requirements for the tourism industry people that wants to join as endpoints. Endpoints is whatever business or company who wants to help us to suggest to the foreign tourist levy to pay this levy, like hotels, accommodations, tourism attractions, and also travel agents. And then we need more human resources who can speak and communicate well in foreign language. And what we have done, of course, evaluation cannot be just evaluation. We have to do something about that. The first one, we have sent a request letter to the airport authority that permit us to place 2 more counters. And then the tourism police of Bali government will help us and support our checkers officers in the airports. And also we will put more signs written in English and Chinese language to decrease the confusions of the foreign tourists who wants to find our payment counter. And then the Office of Communication, Informatics and Statistics, as the institution that built the system, is working together with Bank Pembangunan Bali to keep developing the system to run smoother and better. Because we suggest the tourists to pay online. That is why our online system, of course, have to be smoother and better. And then we try to provide less requirements for the industry people as possible, but still maintain the protection and security of the system. And we will recruit, we are in process, more human resources who comply to support this foreign tourist levy. Your Excellency, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, next slide. That is all my presentation for today. And I want to say wisdom about this foreign tourist levy. If you want to make something happen that hasn't happened before, you've got to allow yourself to make a lot of mistakes and make it better. Your Excellency, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. That is all from me, Ida Ayu Indah Yustikarini. Thank you again for your kind attention. Om Santi, Santi, Santi Om. May we are all in peace. Thank you. And now, because we have no moderator, I have also to be the moderator for today. If you have suggestions, if you have questions, it would be our honor to face that, to deal with that, and answer your questions. Matur suksema, Pak Sekda. So if you have any suggestions or questions, or you can go to the customer service chat, or you can just answer it to us now. It's okay. I will be helped by Pak Dir Ops, probably if it's a little bit difficult about the payment process. Yes, Pak Sokibi from the Consulate General of Japan.
Thank you. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Ms. Indah, thank you for the good explanation, but we have one problem.
Yes, of course. There's always problems.
Yeah, we report about the problem in the payment procedure. I mean, about the system.
Yes.
We have a report, someone already pay, but it's no confirmation about the success of the payment, and he try again until 3 times.
Yes, it happened. Yeah.
But the balance of the money
Already deducted.
Yes. About this problem also, the person have no received confirmation by email.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they also send this problem to the customer service,
Yes.
but so far no reply.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes.
Please answer. Thank you.
So, Pak Sokibi, that problems is happen frequently. We in the customer service of Love Bali try to give solution about that. Probably it happened because time out. For example, they already pay and then no confirmation yet from the system. And then the foreign tourists think that it is failed and then they do it again. Meanwhile, the fact is their money already deducted. And probably, Pak Dir Ops, you can explain about either their money that already deducted twice or third time, can we give it back to them? Because it is not just happened to one or two tourists, many tourists already experience it. So your questions will be assisted by Pak Dir Op. Wait, ada yang memberikan ini ya, Pak Dir Op BPD.
Oke, thank you Budayu.
Nggih. Pakai bahasa Indonesia, tanapin
ya,
ke Pak Sokibi yang tadi.
Ya, terima kasih Pak Sokibi. Mungkin tambahan sedikit. Terima kasih dan Bapak Ibu yang hadir. Good morning ya. Mungkin Budayu translate nanti ya, biar nggak salah. Untuk case izin untuk case yang disampaikan oleh Pak Sukidi, itu sudah tadi disampaikan oleh Budayu, bisa menyampaikan melalui customer service respon itu. Tadi sampaikan bahwa sampai 3 jam ya, 3 jam belum direspon itu. Mungkin saat ini tadi disampaikan oleh Budayu juga dalam presentasi, kita mengoptimalkan kembali proses respon time dari customer service itu. Artinya nanti untuk memang isu terkait masalah levy voucher dikirim ke email itu, ada satu masalahnya emailnya keliru, ada ya, mudah-mudahan tidak keliru. Yang kedua, di sistem kami juga dengan Pemprov Bali, integrasi sistem antara Pemprov dengan Bank BPD Bali, ada delay time juga, sehingga itu kadang-kadang agak hitnya agak tinggi, sehingga transactionnya menyebabkan terjadi keterlambatan pengiriman levy voucher gitu. Itu yang, tapi pasti akan dikirim karena sepanjang kita checker itu, di checker status transactionnya pasti kita cek yang mana belum dikirim levy voucher. Itu Budaya untuk yang double ya.
Kemudian uangnya bisa dikembalikan tidak?
Ada 2, kemarin sudah kita sampaikan kepada Pak Sekda gitu. Bila mana terjadi 2 kali settle itu, 2 kali pengiriman payment itu, kami pada saat H+1 one day, next day akan kita kembalikan kepada orang yang mempayment lebih 1 kali gitu. Asal identitasnya sama itu. Kan kalau online bayarnya itu by NIM, by nomor paspor gitu. Sepanjang itu sama, pasti akan kita kembalikan ke levy vouchernya akan terbit 2 gitu. Ini yang mungkin akan kami koordinasikan kemarin, karena penerbitan levy voucher harus ada recheck kembali terhadap levy voucher yang kita terbitkan salah satunya itu. Itu on proses kita.
Berarti uangnya bisa dikembalikan?
Bisa dikembalikan ya. Terima kasih Budaya. Thank you.
Sama-sama. So Pak Sokibi, is it enough? Not yet? Oke. Masih Pak Sokibi. Oke, silakan Bapak dari Asian Development Bank. Ya mungkin dari Bapak dari ADB dulu. Okay. Bapak silakan.
Terima kasih Mbak Ida.
Yes.
I have one question. and one suggestion.
Of course.
The questions is in the assumptions that's for diplomatic and diplomatic and service visa.
Yes, you are exempted.
Exactly.
Yes.
But actually, the questions is most of our staff, when coming to Bali, they're using regular passport, not always having diplomatic or service visa, and they apply for e-visa for event in Bali. So the question is, how do we make an application for the exemptions for
Yes.
such a delegation? It was mentioned about the MICE, but the event is not always organized by MICE organizations or company. So they come because there's a project, ADB project in Bali, and they come with the what do you call that? Electronic visa, e-visa.
Yes.
That's one question.
Yes.
And the suggestion, I've also spoken with Gusti before, probably it's also good to liaise this with the immigration or even the airlines. So during the check-in counters, they already be reminded, like, you have a visa coming to Bali, and then you also have a pay the levy. So then it can be settled before they depart, or what do you call that, boarding. So when they come, that will be a smooth, transactions or coming in. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much. So for the exemptions, if they come using electronic visa on arrival, they have to send application of exemptions through LAF Bali, accompanied, completed with the recommendation from the office or their supervisor, if they use just regular passport. And then they have to send the application 5 days prior to Bali, and we will process it maximum 3 days. Okay, and then about the simpler way to do this levy, like have a cooperation with the airlines or with the immigration office. We have tried to make a corporations with that institutions, but it is still takes time. And because the regulations of Bali province already stated it should be effective in 14 February of 2024, so we just do the fastest way. But of course, your suggestion, Bapak, we will make a consideration of it, because it will be simpler to take the levy in that way. Thank you. Any other questions or suggestions? Yes, you, sir.
Hello, my name is Sergei Konyaev. I'm the head of the consular section of the Embassy of the Russian Federation. First of all, thanks to all speakers for interesting presentations and lots of information. But I would like to ask the following questions. The message is this levy must be paid, as you have all said, only electronically, cashless. It is not possible to pay it with cash, as far as I understood.
It is possible, but only in the international counter. I mean, in the payment counter, in the international arrival terminal at Bandara, at the airport of Ngurah Rai. We have counter payment there. You can pay it cash.
So you can pay with cash in
Indonesia.
In Indonesia?
Yes, in IDR.
Okay, it's in Ngurah Rai airport.
Yes. Near the terminal pickup zone area.
In international pickup zone area?
Yes.
I see. And what about other airports? For example, if a tourist comes from other country but not directly to Bali. The
Yes,
tourist is going to arrive to Bali with domestic flight.
Yes.
For example, via Jakarta.
I know. For the early steps of the implementation of the foreign tourists, we focus on the international arrival first. But later on, we will put two more counter at the domestic arrival and also at the departure terminal of the international area.
I see. And one more question, if possible, just to find out once again, yes, as all speakers have said, the diplomatic visa holders is exempted from this levy.
That's right.
Am I correct that to use this exemption, we must have an application 5 days before coming to Bali?
For the 5 classifications, if you already a consular corps members,
I am.
Yes, of course you already have your diplomatic visa or diplomatic passport. You do not have to send an application.
Don't have to send.
You do not have to send anything. If you are a holder of the diplomatic or you are a member of consular corps.
I see.
Yes.
So I just use my diplomatic passport and do nothing else.
Yes, if I officer do the checking to you, you just said I am a member of consular corps, and you show them your passport.
I see.
Yeah.
I see.
Except for the golden visa holders and the business visa holders, they have to send application 5 days before they come to Bali.
Okay, I see. Thank you. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Ya, silahkan Bapak. Silahkan.
Thank you. Mungkin to add more information that diplomatic personnel, consular personnel who are already accredited here in Indonesia, they have also an ID, diplomatic ID card book. So I think that through that ID card can be as well valid for the exemption, no need to have through the system. And one more book, for diplomatic passport holders and diplomatic service passport. In some countries, diplomatic community, not only from the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, sometimes as well from other ministries. And the other ministries, not all, are given diplomatic passport. Usually they have their ordinary passport, but we put the service visa to that regular passport.
Yes.
So with the service visa can be exempted as well.
Yes, directly, Your Excellency.
So, thank you.
Yes, thank you very much, Your Excellency, for your additional information about the diplomatic exemption of this levy. I see that in the chat we have some questions in the chat. Hello, everybody that is join us online. Thank you very much.
Okay. Halo. Halo Ibu.
Halo.
Bu Indah. Izin Bu. I'm from Embassy of Colombia in Jakarta, and thank you for the opportunity. Maybe just refresh or reconfirm the procedure that has been presented. First, okay. For example, I'm gonna set myself as a tourist. For example, I already arrived in Ngurah Rai, and then I submit my application through Love Bali. The question is, when I arrive, will I have to see the counter ahead? Like I need to go to the counter, or is it automatically I will see someone up front to scan my receipt? And the second question, for the harbor, is it included for the person who who is going for a trip with the car. I believe some of international tourists from Jakarta love to going to Bali with a road trip, and they need to cross across the island with the ferry. Is it included like that? And then to refresh it again, how is the payment procedure for it? Is it automatically when I just like in the airport, like automatically I will see an official with the scanning gadget device to confirm my payments, or any other procedure? And the third, thank you, Pak Dir Simon, for the confirmation. So I believe some of our diplomatic personnel would like to have a sudden job. For example, like citizen protection in Bali, for example, like they need to go one day after that. So the diplomatic ID is enough to be exempted, right? And then no need to submit the love system, because if it is applicable to submit the system, I believe it will be very conflicted to the ongoing task. Yeah, I believe those are my 2 cents. Thank you.
Thank you, Bapak from the Embassy of Colombia. So about the procedure, for example, if you are a tourist and you already got your levy voucher, you have go through the immigration checking first, and then go through the customs, and we are the third counter. That is why the counter payment or the counter for foreign tourist levy is near the pick-up zone area.
Okay.
Yes, and our staff, Bali Government Tourism staff, work there as the checkers. They will approach you randomly, because we have I like a promise to the Angkasa Pura that we will not make a long queue for this levy. So they will approach you and then ask about your levy voucher, and then they will do the scan. Yeah, and about the foreign tourists who come to Bali by land. We are not by land, yeah, like from Gilimanuk Harbor or something like that. We haven't do the process or procedure there. What I meant, Your Excellency, is cruise ship, kapal pesiar. So only for the passengers of cruise ship or kapal pesiar, because it is new regulations. So we do it slowly, one by one. So the focus first in the international terminal of the airport of Ngurah Rai, and also the harbor of Benoa for the passengers of cruise ship. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And for emergency, and the third one for emergency duty to Bali, you can just use your ID card of the consular corps, of course. You do not have to send any application for the exemption. Yes.
Thank you, Ma'am Indah.
You are welcome, Your Excellency.
From Embassy of Iran?
Yes, from the Embassy of Iran.
Yeah, sure.
I can hear you, yes.
Thank you so much, ma'am. And thank you, Pak Dir Simon, for the vivid presentation. I'm so sorry, I'm a little bit late for the presentation. Maybe you have just mentioned that, but I didn't get it. I have got 4 questions. The first one is that we have lots of delegations coming to Bali, And so the delegation come for example, international forums, and they are not tourists, but they have the ordinary passport. So my question is that, shall they pay for the levy as well? Although they are not tourists in Bali, shall they pay, or there is an exception for that? This is the first question.
Yes, I will answer your question sure. One by one. Thank you very much, Your Excellency, the Embassy from Iran. So about the MICE delegations, you have to send applications through the Love Bali systems at least 5 days before your departure. And then we will verify it. My office, Bali Government Tourism Office, will verify this. And then that is, it is not directly exempted. You have to propose the exemption from us. That is the first question. And then the second one.
Oh yeah, the second one. Actually, this is still the first one. For example, if the proposal has been rejected, can the embassy pay for them? And for example, if there are the delegation of 5, shall we pay 5 together, or we have to pay one by one?
Yes. For example, if your exemptions proposal are rejected, the embassy should pay the levy one by one, because it is differentiated by the passport numbers and the name of the person.
Sure.
Yes.
One by one.
Yes.
Okay. The second question is, for example, you know that sometimes the delegation are registered to come, but at the 11th hour, they cancel their coming. For example, we pay for the, let's say, 1 or 2 delegations, and they cancel their coming to Indonesia, to Bali. So is that money refundable, or no, that it's paid and we cannot do anything about it?
Your Excellency, unfortunately, according to the regulations, this levy is non-refundable. So if you already pay the levy and then your trip is cancelled, we cannot give it back to you. It is non-refundable according to the regulations.
Great. The third question, our friend from Russian honorary consular asked about the cash and cashless payment. So you said that it would be in rupees, right?
Yes, it is.
Okay. So you know the international travelers usually do not have the rupees with themselves. So they usually carry dollars or euros with themselves. So is there any money changer around there to change their money first? Or do you accept dollars and you pay back them, I mean, in rupees or something like that?
Yes. Recently, the counter payment of BPD Bali already provide the money exchange. So no worries, especially for US dollars and then euros, pound sterling. You can use US dollars, about $10 to pay this levy. Only in the counter payment in the airport of Ngurah Rai. That one counter only.
Great. My last question is that sometimes, as I said, the delegations may come to Bali first, then they go to Jakarta for another meeting, and they go back to Bali. So they're going to enter Bali 2 times. So shall they pay 2 times of levy, or no, just one time, and that's
yes. No worries, Your Excellency. Only one time paid. So for example, you come to Bali, you pay the levy, and then you go to Jakarta, or you go to Jogja, Lombok, and then you go back to Bali, you do not have to pay the levy again.
So does it have any expiration date?
60 days. 60 days. Yes, 60 days. Except you already pay the levy, and then you leave the territory of the Republic of Indonesia, and then you go back to Bali, that is, you have to pay again. But if you haven't left the territory of the Republic of Indonesia, you just pay once.
Okay. And the last question from my friend here, he said that what are the requirements for applying Love Bali
For applying Love Bali for what? As an exemptions or as the endpoints?
as the exemption.
Or the exemptions. Just attach the recommendation letters from your office.
Ah, okay.
Yes.
That would be all. Thank you so much for your
Thank
vivid
you so
answer
much
and
for
presentation.
attending this online
Thank you.
SOSA. Thank you. Any other questions?
Hello,
Any-
Bu Indah.
Nggih, halo.
Bu Indah, I'm so sorry. My
Oh, yeah.
office has additional question.
Yes, of
Yeah,
course,
it's,
Your
it's-
Excellency.
it's-
It's
it's
very
not-
okay.
it's-
We are still open for
okay.
questions.
Okay. Actually, the embassy has interns who is some students who is doing an internship in the embassy. They have ordinary passport, but they have service stay permits, and also some diplomats have a child who is not required, who has diplomatic passports, but do not have diplomatic IDs because the regulation of Ministry of Foreign Affairs below 17 is no need to apply for ID. So the question is, those types of people still exempted from the system, or still need to apply?
Yes, for the internship workers in your embassy, I think they have kind of like student visa or?
Service stay permits from the Ministry of Foreign
But they
Affairs.
have that kind of document as identification, right? So they will get exempted.
Yeah, they don't have a diplomatic ID.
Yes, but they have another identification that is saying they work for the embassy.
Yeah.
Yeah, they will get exemption. They will get exemptions. And
And
for the family or children of the embassy corps,
Personnel.
personnel, they will get exemptions.
Got it.
Yes.
Got it. Thank you so much. Okay.
Yes, you're welcome.
Okay. So, okay. Those are my questions. Thank you, Bu Indah.
You're welcome, Your Excellency. Any other questions or suggestions? What time we should stop this meeting? Oh ya, yang di chat. Colombia already, Iran. We are from the Embassy of Sweden. Would like to ask if this levy is also applicable for baby and infant. Yes, unfortunately, because the regulation didn't specify any age. So baby and infant is imposed by this levy. And then I would like to know what is the planned procedure if someone is not willing to pay. We will do a verbal reprimand or written reprimand, and they may not getting any service at the tourism attractions, because this is a new regulations. So we try to introduce, to educate foreign tourists in a soft and polite way. And then for those expat holding stay permit from, I can see because of the decoration. Can you scroll up? Oh, stop. Expat holding stay permit from Minister of Foreign Affairs, should they apply to the levy exemption? Holding stay permit, is that kitas or kitab? For the one who holding kitas or kitab, they do not have to pay for the tourist levy. And then I can hear the sound. I hope you are already now. Can we have the PowerPoint? Yes. We will share the PDF letter to the Foreign Affairs Ministry. Oh, we can share in the chat. My staff will do it for you. Hi, I would like to know, does this levy have an expiration date? Yes, 60 days after your arrival date. What if the foreign tourists visit Bali many times in short time? Do the pay many times as well? I already answered that. Only one time, as long as you doesn't leave the territory of the Republic of Indonesia. Okay. Apakah yang dikecualikan harus tetap daftar di sistem? Apakah pemegang paspor diplomatik dan servis yang tidak bertugas? Ya, sudah saya jelaskan tadi di exemptions. Nanti we will share my presentations in PDF, and you can learn from that. So I do not have to answer one by one of your same or similar questions. My staff will share this presentation in PDF. And then I have a question regarding members of foreign delegations who travel to Bali for international conferences. Is it possible for the embassy? Yes, it is very possible for the embassy to request exemptions for the international conferences delegations. I have a question. Could you please explain how the levy will be enforced on tourists traveling? Can you scroll? Stop it. Could you please explain how the levy will be enforced on tourists traveling in Bali? What are the consequences if a tourist is found to not have paid the levy? So how this levy will be enforced on tourist traveling? The first year, we will use this levy to preserve our culture and also to protect the natural environment in Bali. As we do understand that foreign tourists come to Bali to see the three main potential or tourist attractions of Bali: our beautiful culture, our beautiful nature, and also to interact with the Balinese people as the one who do the culture. So for the first year of priority, we will focus on the preserving Bali culture and also to the nature environment program like the waste management. And in the next future, we will use the levy money to improve our infrastructure or the public facilities in Bali. Later on, we will do the dissemination information about the using of the foreign tourist levy. Do not worry. And then I'm Desi from ICRC. Would like to make sure if the foreigners or visitors is only transit in Denpasar, whether they should, for transit, you do not have to pay the levy, because it means you are transit, not a tourist. You just go through another flight to your next destination. So you are not do the tourism activities in Bali. So for transit people, you do not have to pay. Okay. Is it obligatory? Is it obligatory to request the exemption for visitors with ministerial level? Yes, for ministerial level, if you come to Bali using the IVOA or VOA, you have to submit exemptions to our office with attachment of the recommendation of your office. Okay, that is all. That is all. Your Excellency, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for your kind attention, for your kind presence today. Is the session of question and answers enough? I hope enough. You can ask personally to me after this meeting if you have further requirements or further questions about this foreign tourist levy. But if it is enough, I would like to finish all. Kong Ar, would you like to invite them to lunch or should I invite them to lunch? Okay, thank you very much for your kind attention and Om Santi 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 Om.
Well, give it a round of applause, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. Actually, it's a nice presentation delivered by Ibu Dayu Indah. Actually, it's a nice, interesting discussion that we have done today, but unfortunately, we have to conclude our program for today. Once again, we would like to say thank you very much to all of you, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, that present already in person and also the virtually that we joined together in this session. But of course, we do hope to see you again in the next agenda. And before we're leaving from this place, maybe if you don't mind, we'll pick a top photo session. Ladies and gentlemen, maybe we arise. We will make a photo session from, yes, maybe Ibu Dayu Indah to join together. Kita akan foto bersama. Ladies and gentlemen, please arise. Maybe we can join in the center. Bisa merapat ke tengah, Bapak Ibu. Okay, ready? We will count for the photo session. 1, 2, 3. Once again, 1, 2, 3. Well, thank you very much. We give a round of applause for our gatherers. And now we'll invite to all of you for having lunch together. That is already prepared in the first floor of this building. So once again, thank you very much. We do hope you have a good day. Thank you. Om Santi 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 Om. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.